Good morning, day 7 of lockdown here in Barbados. I decided that if I am going to be eating a lot, then I need to start exercising more again so that I can balance it off. I noticed that my belly has been getting a bit bigger than I am comfortable with, so got to do something about it. So I put on my sweatband, which really helps. Even if I'm not exercising and I have it on, it helps me to sweat. So I'm going to use that. I will be following Cocoa Fitness on YouTube. It's an African mother and daughter duo who incorporate African music into their dance, aerobics, exercise routines. I love them. They are fun. They are upbeat. I don't feel pressured. I don't feel stressed when I'm doing it, and it's just something that I can do to help me get moving, get sweating, and whatnot. So let's We've run out of bread. 2 days now. And yes, we can go to the bakery to buy bread, but we did buy a lot of flour so that we can bake bread in the event that our bread that we bought finished. So it's about that time. I've been procrastinating making the bread. Not that it's difficult, it's just finding the right time, because I don't like preparing food or baking when the baby is walking back and forth, because I don't really like him around the oven when I'm opening and closing the oven, and he loves to be in mommy's feet. So I chose this night while they are all asleep to bake my bread. I discovered that I could bake bread when I moved here 3 years ago. Yeah, never realized it was so easy, but here we are. So my ingredients: 3 cups of flour, 1 packet of yeast. I'm using this brand called Pan. 2 teaspoons of, well, I'm using my Glow Spread margarine. I prefer using it over vegetable oil, so I cut it out enough, what I estimated to be the right amount, and I melted it. And then in addition to that, I will need just about 2/3 a teaspoon of salt, 1/3 a cup of sugar, and about 1.5 cups of water or more, depending. So I have my water right here. So let's get to baking. So I am used to doing it in the, so I decided to knead it with my hands, because me and Dad were kind of friends. Some oil, at the bottom of the container, so you have a dry container that is larger than the dough, so you can allow it space to rise, and you put your kneaded dough in there. I normally, just swirl it around and make sure it's completely covered in that oil, and you cover it with a clean dry towel, and you leave it to rise for an hour. Hour has passed, and it's time to remove our dough that was rising from the oven. Look at that bad boy. And now for my favorite part, punching the dough. Yeah. And then you split the dough in half. So just your own estimate, because I just want 2 loaves. So I do this and then split it in half. So about a few days after the lockdown, my cutting board was murdered. So since I don't have a cutting board, I shall be using this. I just melted some of my delicious yellow margarine, and I'm gonna butter up the pan. So pan buttered. back around and place her in there nicely and snugly. And then we do the next. I'm not worried that it's not fitting fully because it still has to rise, so I'm now going to put them back into the oven for another half an hour to rise a second time. After this time, we will bake it. I'm gonna preheat to 350 degrees, and when it is ready, I'm gonna pop it in the oven and bake for about 25 to 30 minutes. I love baking bread, really I do. What I don't like is the hour wait for the first rise and the half hour wait for the second rise, but we all understand it's necessary so we can have beautiful babies like these. So let's wait for that, and then we'll pop it back into the oven for half an hour, and then we'll have beautiful homemade bread for the family to devour in a day. Because let's be honest, whenever we have fresh bread, it never lasts. So it's time to pop these ladies into the oven. The heat is on. Okay. And we'll leave them for about 20, 25, 30 minutes. All depends on how dark do you want it. So yeah, see you in, so it's now 12:14 in the morning. As predicted, my little guy woke up, so I just gave him a feeding, and I'm going to put him back to bed, and then I can chop on my bread when I'm done. It's about that time. It's about to go down. You hear that? It's ready. Ooh. Beauty number one. Beauty number two. What are we gonna do now? We gotta butter her up. Yes. I know when my mom watches this, she's gonna say, so you wait for us to leave for you to bake bread? Love you, Mom. Look at her. Let's push it this way, push it. This is from her. Just slide it, slide it, slide it. Look at it. See the difference? Buttered, not buttered. I'm a butter both. Should I leave one? Just nah. My sister is coming. She smells the bread. Yeah, I melted it. Although it doesn't have to be melted, because once that bread touches once the butter touches the hot bread, it just melts into it. But I want to make life a bit easier for myself, you know. So there you have it. The bread is done. And we happy. So I'm just gonna rest and cool down. So tomorrow morning when we wake, we'll have fresh bread for the eating. What are we going to have? Well, we have egg. And my sister's already looking to see what's in the cupboard for her to eat with the bread. Corned beef. Oh yeah, we have corned beef. Tuna. We have tuna. So yeah. Wait a minute. Guys, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Size. So thank you for joining us. See you guys tomorrow morning when the kids wake up. And Sigil says, "Mommy, I want bread and peanut butter." And then I'll have bread to give him his peanut butter. Yeah. Good morning. So it's Friday morning, day 10, I believe. And my son requested his bread and Nutella. Well, bread and peanut butter. So I'm just gonna take one of these. And wash my hands. Chocolate. That's what I did for.
You biting this?
Yes, you're going to eat some bread.
It's bread?
Yes, bread. Hey, don't poke my bread, please. Thanks.
Mommy, it looks a dinosaur. Dinosaur. That's dinosaur.
What?
That's dinosaur.
So you have 2 cups. Why you always have a sister cup? Because I am vertically challenged, as my friends say. I need a ladder to go into my cupboard. Yeah, sure. Listen. We just harvested some Chinese cabbages that we're going to use to make some chicken chow mein. Flowering pepper plants, and look at the corns already. Where's Ariel's special one? Oh, it's over there. And where we just uprooted some Chinese cabbages. Look at those little guys. Look at them. Look at them. And tomato plants are flowering as well. See tiny ones on there? No? Yeah. Look at another some more pepper.